YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Milwaukee. Big shout out to everybody up there in Milwaukee, the Bucks, everybody. Well, we have an unfortunate soul by the name of Mark Henderson, who is basically on parole, and him being on parole doesn't have anything to do with the story, but yet it still plays a huge part into what happened to him and how he ultimately died. The guy was basically involved in a four-car pileup, a crash, by running a red light, and decided the best thing to do in the freezing cold is to hide from the police in the bushes. Now, I get it, hiding from the police. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But damn, you know, shouldn't you think about the temperature also? If it's cold as hell outside, you know you're gonna freeze your nads off. Now, I don't know what made this man run or whatever else, but it ultimately cost him his life out of all things. Now, I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I will give my opinion. Surely as we go. Milwaukee hit and run parolee freezes to death after a fleeing four-car crash pileup. Ain't that a crying shame? Mark Henderson, a Milwaukee man on parole for a 2010 fatal hit and run, freezes to death after fleeing a weekend four-car pileup he caused. Mark Henderson, a 34-year-old man, was on parole and died after fleeing a four-car pileup he caused, freezing to death in the extremities of the winter. And I don't know how cold it was this past weekend in Milwaukee. Maybe some of you all that stay up there, some of my subscribers, you could let me know, but I know it's too damn cold. If it's too cold where I'm at, I know it's real cold where you all at. And I'd be damned if I run from anybody. Like Lil Wayne said, I would have pulled that duffel bag boy. I ain't never ran from him, and I ain't about to pick the day to start running. They would have just had to take my black ass to jail. Get money. You feel me now? WISN TV reported Henderson freezing to death while hiding in the bushes like he was Plies or something. You know the song about Plies on being in your bushes? After going through a red light in the early morning hours of December 30th as he sought to evade police. That should have been one time you should have got caught. Just say, the hell with that, at least I'll be alive. You know, because even if you didn't die, you could have got frostbite and all kinds of other stuff. You would have got your hand chopped off, your leg chopped off, and your toes and your fingers going to be the first thing that's going to get the frostbite. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. I don't know if he thought it was that serious, but, you know, it ultimately cost him his life by his decision. This is why you got to be important with the decisions that you make, because the decisions that you make will ultimately affect or end your life. Now, the man's death comes after Henderson had been on parole for pleading guilty to a 2012 fatal hit and run. So he was already on parole for a fatal hit and run. Then it caused another crash. I mean, what is he? One of these guys that watch too much Fast and the Furious, or a guy that's just love to drink and drive, or just a complete damn idiot to sit up here and already be on parole from a 2012 fatal hit and run, and then you go out here and call a four-car crash pileup. Now, I understand him taking off running, but damn, I mean, shouldn't you have thought of a better escape plan than trying to hide in the bushes? Ain't no telling how cold it is up there in Milwaukee. Even the damn Bucks going into the cage with a polar bears at and the damn grizzly bears, whatever kind of bears y'all have, and hibernating with them. So damn cold. Now, the man's body was discovered between a shed and a wooden fence the next day by a local homeowner near North 97 and Good Hope Road. Now, this guy sat outside all night long instead of going up in the shade. I don't know if they had hay in there. I wouldn't care if the hay was cold. I would have put hay on me. And the best thing to do in a cold situation, don't go try to get more clothing. Find a plastic bag. It will keep you insulated more better than anything. Get you a plastic bag, wrap that over on you, and just have a little hole where you can breathe out of, and your body heat will insulate you. You know, plastic bag, remember that. You can look it up. I got that from what's that guy named Bear Grylls, the guy to be on a National Geographic channel when he show you how to survive in extreme conditions. Now, that's a key for you all, but I ain't saying go commit crimes to go hide in a plastic bag and everything, because, you know, some come along and tear a hole in that bag, might tear a hole in your ass. You're going to freeze to death or get mauled to death out there, so be careful. Just don't drink and drive and hit people or do crimes and run from the police in the damn cold. You know, if you're going to do all that, go to the west coast or down south. You have a better chance of surviving outside at least one night, you know. Now, the man's girlfriend identified him according to a report from the Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office. Henderson's body was frozen solid when it was found, frozen like a plank, you know. Now, a passenger in the vehicle with Henderson at the time of the 2010 fatal incident told investigators that the defendant accidentally struck two people who were walking across the street and came out of nowhere, and that Henderson panicked and kept going. Henderson also struck another pedestrian in the incident who was treated for injuries at a nearby uh, Frater Hospital. WISN 12 reported. Maybe some of you all know where that hospital is up there. Now, at the time of his 2012 conviction, Henderson was sentenced to 5 years in prison and 5 years extended supervision for a hit-and-run crash that killed Dorian Nelson on Milwaukee's north side on May the 8th, 2010, reported by the Daily Mail. Now, this guy was already on parole, sentenced to 5 years in prison, and also an extended 5 year supervision for the hit and run, and got out and everything. And this is what he does. I don't know if the guy was drinking. Evidently, I'm thinking that he was drinking, but maybe the roads were too slippery or icy, or he might have ran into some of that black ice. That black ice, the worst ice to go through. You don't even see it. Next thing you know, your car just flipping over, and you crying, "Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul." Now, an eyewitness said in a criminal complaint against Henderson that he appeared to be drag racing a black van when it struck Nelson in the second person. So maybe, I don't know if the eyewitness is telling the truth or lying, because this is all speculation, hearsay. But if the guy was drag racing a damn van, your car had to be slow as hell if you cannot run a black van, unless it's one of them damn white or black vans that be running around the United States kidnapping children. Now, them vans right there got V12s in them, Lamborghini engines. You ain't gonna outrun that. So maybe that's why he had a hard time struggling with that van, because I'm sure if he wasn't so busy trying to Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, Fast and the Furious, racing that van, they would have seen people walking across the street, if you will. Now, at the time of his initial arraignment in 2012, Henderson had faced 25 years in prison and $100,000 in fines, and he'd been found guilty, reported Fox 6 News. Officials said the average temperature in Milwaukee last month was 25 degrees. You won't find my yellow ass nowhere near Milwaukee or Boston, because they freezing over right now. Got a big ass water just filled with ice. It's like water would come through there, all of a sudden it's turned to ice. There's some video on the internet shows it in Chicago, and all my people up there in New York talking about 1 degree, -10, -30. Hell no, that's Siberia weather right there. What they think this is, the movie set of Day After Tomorrow? Remember when the superstorm collided and it froze damn near half of the United States? Ain't that something? Because you got record-breaking temperatures in Florida right now. You got damn iguanas falling out the damn tree. That's all they do is chill in the tree all night long. They falling dead out the damn tree. So imagine how cold it is in damn Milwaukee. Hell no. I would have stayed my ass right there in that car, turned the heat on. If the electricity was still working, we just have to sort this out in court, baby. Come give me some bail money. No way in hell my ass finna go out here and try to hide from some police in 1 degree weather. Damn, now you can take one step, you froze just like that. You over with. Now, officials said the temperature in Milwaukee last month was 25 degrees. Temperatures in the area hovered around 18 degrees on the Saturday of the car crash. 18 degrees, and sometimes it goes down to 10 degrees, And for you all that stay there, you all can let me know. But this is a sad situation. This is one of those times when keeping it real goes wrong. You do not want to jump your happy ass out of a vehicle. Let me talk to you people. You don't want to jump out no damn vehicle and it's cold. Better yet, don't be out there trying to race. And if you got to race a black van and the black van beating you, where you can't get ahead of the van, eventually slow down or give them the finger or wave at them by. You know how you do when you outrun cars and everything, for those who do that, you would think that you would have seen this person, Dorian Nelson, walking across the street, and you wouldn't have struck that person and killed that person, which ultimately landed you on parole, which ultimately landed you behind somebody's shed and they wooden fence, ultimately freezing to death, when the only thing you had to do is just sit your ass still and just accept the consequence of what happened. They said didn't nobody die. I mean, they haven't reported any names or whatever, because I would have told you all. But at the same time, we have to be mindful of these situations right here. And it's sad that he did not do what? The most important thing, learn from the first mistake he made, which was what? Already out here drag racing black vans and everything. If your car's so goddamn slow and old, I don't know if he was in a Chevrolet Cobalt, a Dodge Neon, 1999 or whatever. And to those who have those cars, it's good you got a vehicle, but don't be out here trying to race nobody with no 2-cylinder and no 4 cylinders. You gotta have at least a 6-cylinder to outrun a damn van, if you know what I mean. But anyway, it's a tragic situation that this guy lost his life. But let these people's deaths be a lesson to you all. Things that you don't do. Because one thing you don't want to do, and I don't even stay up north, is get out in the damn cold and try to hide from the cops. You don't want to do that now. If you're gonna do it in the damn neighborhood. You go to buy the house, at least keep warm. Out in the middle of the damn wilderness somewhere behind a shed, a former shed. Oh no, that would have been one time I asked for to went to jail. You would just see me on the news. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this story. To this guy, may he rest in peace. It's a sad situation that he lost his life. But like I tell you all, when you play a stupid game, you always get what? A stupid prize. Think about that. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Till next time, y'all stay blessed and keep your ass warm. It's cold out here. I'm out.